This program was made possible by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
This program is brought to you by the Livingston-Overton County Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome to my kitchen for the third annual Live Green Tennessee Home for the Holidays cooking special. We have got an incredible lineup in this show for you today with my co-host, Miss Grada Casey, which I'll share more information about her coming up soon. Also, we're going to welcome Billy Hutton, who's going to do a beautiful bacon wrapped venison recipe for us. Grada and I are going to do a leg of lamb.
That's right.
And some other side dishes that I know you're going to love. And then we'll welcome Cephas, Ablakwa, who will do a traditional Ghanaian dessert. It's all right here on Live Green Tennessee, Home Cooking Holiday Edition. I can't wait. Well, all I can say is what a delightful day for me in my kitchen. One of my mentors, truly, not only just a friend, almost a family member.
That's right.
Miss Grada Casey. Okay, again, simple recipe.
That's right.
And so we're super excited. So talk to us about what we're doing here.
This is a simple marinade that we wanted to flavor this piece of meat. So we've let the lamb set out now for an hour or so. It needs to
get to room temperature.
And we're going to mix the marinade, and you're going to help me with that, Melinda.
I am ready. I'm going to do the garlic.
That's good.
While you chop up.
So we've got a Dijon mustard, and it's just sort of the base that glues all of the spices here together, and we will rub that on the meat. And then we have soy sauce, about I think that's about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Very good.
And then we have some fresh ginger, so that will give it a little bit of flavor.
Yummy.
And then
that
we're
is
going
very
to use,
interesting.
Yes, this is some thyme. So that's just sort of the spices that we're putting in there.
That's cool. Now here's my garlic. You know, lots of times there's kitchen gadgets out there that really just kind of take up space and are not very beneficial. This little gadget is the best, because to me a garlic press sometimes leaves so much garlic.
I haven't seen that, Melinda.
Isn't that
What's
fun? It's a chopper.
Oh, it's just a chopper. Okay, I'll have to look for that.
Okay, so there's
a lot faster than I do it by hand. So there we go.
Yeah.
And then we just need about 2 tablespoons of rosemary.
Excellent.
So
can I stir this for you?
Yes, please stir that, and I'll just rough chop this rosemary because we want the flavor. So
okay, this smell is amazing. I'm loving it.
And this is just a rub, and really, if you did this the day before, it would pick up a lot more flavor into the meat.
So you would put it on there the day before and let it sit in the fridge, but you're still going to bring it out.
Right, and let it
about an hour before and let it come up to room temperature would be the best bet.
All right, got a little piece in there. So
that's okay. Let's drop that in there. All right, Grada and I are going to get this rub marinade ready.
Wish you guys could smell this.
I know, it's delightful. There's nothing like the smell of fresh rosemary.
Okay.
All right, when we come back, we're going to take a lesson from Miss Grada on how to French the leg of lamb bun. Okay, here we go.
Here we go, Melinda.
You have already got us ready with our aromatics in here. We've added thyme, garlic, some lemon, onion. All of the juice from that lamb is going to go down on here and just create this incredible aroma. So now I'm fixing to take a lesson in how to French a bun.
And this is just a little technique that just makes it present a little bit better. And I'm just taking a portion of this meat off of this bone and just scraping it. Very easy.
Look at
See how easy that is?
That is easy.
And then when it comes out of the oven and you're carving and need a little piece to hold on to, you've got this pretty little bone.
So it's functional as well,
It's functional, that's correct. So you just take your knife and just scrape that. Ready to go.
Do you want to go on and put this in here before you, let's brush it with our...
Well, let me do the back side. How
do the
about
back
that?
side.
Again, I wish you could smell this. That rosemary and garlic just is a wonderful flavor, and it's going to flavor this meat. And once we get it rubbed good, we could let this marinate overnight, but for today's show, we're going to go ahead and bake it. But if you get this done ahead of time, it could be refrigerated.
So again, if you're doing something like a leg of lamb for the holidays, this is a really good one because you can start the day before, have all of this prepped, and then day of your meal, all you would have to do is put this beautiful leg of lamb in the oven.
A suggestion, we might get to this later, but we did a leg of lamb and had some leftovers, and we made kebabs. We made lamb kebabs with them. Yes. So it's very versatile.
You know, and that is part of the holidays, is the leftovers and what you do with those. So yeah, a great way to repurpose that. Okay, this looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, Grada, we're going to put this in the oven at what temperature?
425 and let it roast for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to reduce the temperature to 300, 325 and let it come to 135. Lamb needs to be eaten fairly rare.
Yes, I've heard
to
rare.
Medium, and sliced very thin. And so we don't want to overcook it at all. So we're going to watch that carefully. We'll use a meat thermometer to be sure we get the correct temperature.
To be sure we get the right temp.
That's right.
This is going to be beautiful. You and I have some side dishes we're about to start on as well.
Yes, we're going to do. I'm going to put the rest of this onion in here because we want it to be very, very flavorful. And we'll use these juices maybe to make a gravy.
That's right.
Okay, it's ready to go in.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, Melinda, it looks like now's the test.
Grada, this is beautiful. I can tell from the paste that we made, you can see the garlic, all of the, that is beautiful. And again, that mustard acts like a binder for that kind of stuff. And
it's browned beautifully.
It's browned beautifully,
hopefully
roasted.
It's not overcooked. We're about to find out.
We're about to find out.
We want it to be pink. That's what really makes good lamb. So
all right, good deal.
I'm going to, here we go, and I'm going to follow this bone this way. So. Whoops, so just bear with me here a minute. We'll see.
That's beautiful.
Okay. Oh yeah, it looks like the color is pretty good.
Okay.
So, and we'll want nice thin slices.
So folks, that's how you start to carve a lamb. Isn't
I just followed this long bone
isn't
down
that
this
gorgeous?
way. So, and so then we can just cut. Of course, we want to go across the grain.
Yes,
so when I get this going, we'll just. At this point, you just sort of dig in and do the best you can.
That's right. That's right. Like with most things in the kitchen.
That's right. But at least it makes a pretty striking display when you bring that out to the dining room table. So,
Grada, that's beautiful.
It makes a pretty buffet piece.
Now, a couple of different things we wanted to share with you. We can do mint jelly.
Yes, that's the traditional accompaniment to lamb is a mint jelly.
But you have suggested we're going to put it on the website.
Mint pesto, so that kind of brings it into our generation, you might say.
That's right.
So it's just some mint and garlic and olive oil. It's pretty simple. Pine nuts, or you could substitute walnuts.
Okay.
And that's kind of contemporary, I think, when you say a mint pesto instead of the dark green mint jelly. So that's two sides that we'll put in.
Oh, we did good. It has been fun. Okay, we're going to bring this all together and share with you our beautiful home for the holidays meal.
Great. Good.
In the meantime, we are going to do, this is kind of a first. You've been eating it a long time, but it's a new recipe for me, and it's called coconut.
So we've taken a cabbage and chopped it up. Melinda did that for us, and that's what we were cooking earlier. We have our cabbage cooked, and then we took Yukon Gold potatoes and we diced those up. So very simple dish. It's just those two items mixed together.
All right, can I help you with this?
Melinda, if you would stir, I'm going to mash these potatoes lightly, and let's stir the milk into the potatoes.
The milk first?
No, let's do the butter. We want that to melt.
Always do the butter first.
Butter
we need that butter to get going.
So we've got to mash them. And I like texture in this casserole,
yes,
so I'm not going to make them just
so we're not doing whipped potatoes,
that's
right? So we're not
just
doing that southern, we're truly mashing them.
That's right.
We're not whipping them.
And I think maybe salt and pepper.
Let's do
just a little bit of salt and pepper, just to be
sure
that
potatoes can just get really.
Right. And then we're going to add this milk and stir it in.
Okay, I'm going to get you with some pepper.
That's right. And then we're going to add some scallions to it, which
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have sauteed. And you can use leeks or scallions. I'm not in the habit of buying leeks, but it would be a great addition here.
as
It'd
well.
be a new item to
And Grada has
get.
saved the tops here. We're going to use that for a garnish.
That's correct. We're going to dice those up.
Excellent. How
Okay.
exciting. Got that?
Melinda, now we come to the cabbage. See how easy that
Okay.
is? And it's just all stirs
So I'm going to move this
together.
pot over for you,
Okay.
and then I guess
So-
we'll just dump it
Yeah,
in
let's
here.
just dump it in.
Okay,
Here
let's
we
just
go.
see
You
how
do the
easy could it be.
stirring
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
See
Okay,
how simple
that
this
is
dish is?
beautiful.
That's it. And I have left texture to it. It could be mashed.
So I can still
more.
see that some of the lumps are in there. Grada, I'm going to add a little more pepper.
Please, that would
because
be great.
I
And
think it
I'm
will-
going to dice these onions, so we'll have some scallions to dice on top. And if you
I'm gonna
had
get you a
bacon, I
knife.
mean,
I
you
have
could
bacon.
add some
Are you
topping.
kidding? We've had tons of bacon today. Let me get Grada a knife
there
here.
you go, and we'll finish this up. You could use Idaho potatoes if you know, it's just a simple comfort food. Use what you
No, but
have.
I have to tell you, Yukon Golds really have that creamy texture that I feel like just
Good
makes
taste.
the best.
That's right.
The best mash.
You know, you might want more potatoes or less
Sure.
cabbage, so just dump that in there for us,
Okay,
Melinda, and we're
that's what I'm
done with
gonna
this
do.
dish. It is
Excellent.
ready to go, table ready. But this is a nice variation.
you-
If your family won't eat cooked
Right.
cabbage, you know, this would be fun to serve to them. So, and it's very yummy. If you like potato soup, if you like cabbage soup, you've got it.
that.
You've got it ready. And then we have some bacon over here that you could add if you want to.
I mean, every dish deserves a little bacon. This is going to go so good with our leg of lamb
think so.
and our venison. So do you mind if I get
I
it?
would love for you to try.
I mean, this does truly look like comfort in a bowl. doesn't it?
Exactly, exactly. What do you think? Is it a keeper?
Here's the thing. I would have never put cabbage
I
and potatoes
would not
here
have
in
either.
a
Isn't
million
that
years.
fun to learn something
But
simple?
those are
but new?
beautiful together.
And they're tasty, aren't they? Good cornbread, and you've got a nice meal.
You've got a meal right there.
There you go.
Yay! Fun new recipe. We hope you try it. Okay, it is my incredible pleasure to introduce to you my nephew, Billy Hutton. He is married to my niece, Caitlin. They have two gorgeous children, two very busy full-time careers, and yet somehow you make plenty of time to hunt.
Do my best.
Do your best.
Do my best at it, yeah.
Billy's an avid hunter, and today it's really cool for me. Billy has brought to us a backstrap, venison. We're gonna do a venison recipe today that I think all of you will love. It's very simple. We're gonna give you a few tips about how we're gonna do that. This one is stuffed and wrapped with bacon. I can't
Yes.
wait to show you how this works. So Billy, I'm really excited about this. I know you love to grill.
Yes.
I mean, you married into a family of grillers,
I sure
so
did.
that's part of it. All
Right.
right, so tell me what we're gonna do here today. We're gonna prepare this stuffing. That's really a smear, if you will.
Right.
That's gonna go on this venison. We've got some ingredients out here, so tell me about that. And can I chop these for you?
Yes, go ahead
Okay.
and portobello mushrooms.
All right.
They get chopped. So those are going in with this cream cheese. We go ahead and pull it out earlier so it's a little
Sure.
bit quicker to get soft.
So it's softer.
Yes, and can be handled a little bit easier.
So let's talk about onions, parsley, and garlic. So
Yes.
if you wanna start letting those in there. And
Okay, so onions and mushrooms are all we have to saute.
Put in there?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so I'm gonna say that was probably half a cup, 3/4 cup of onion.
Somewhere in there, yes. And it depends too what size your backstrap is.
That's right. All right, are you
Right.
ready for me to add the mushrooms?
Yes, go for it.
So we're just gonna keep sauteing these for a while. And then as we move forward, we're gonna create this paste, which is a much more effective
Yes.
term. And we're gonna put it in with this cream cheese and get this backstrap ready to go.
That's all there is to it.
All right, here we go. All right, Billy, how did I do with my shingling?
It looks perfect. No
Okay.
gaps, so we don't have to worry about. It's really fragile when you get to handling it.
Oh, I bet.
To the grill, back
We gotta
inside.
manage it.
So
By the
it's
way, the
important
grill
to overlap
is
it.
started. It smells delightful out there. I
Yes.
can't wait to take you out here and see what we're going to do next. All right. And as if we didn't have enough bacon, more bacon.
Add more. This will be on the this will be on the inside of it.
All right, and meanwhile, what are you going to do with this?
We're butterflying this tenderloin.
Okay.
It's important to stay shallow because if you do accidentally go all the way through, then like I just mentioned, it can be really fragile to go in and out and on the grill, off the grill. So you don't want to go too far in there because you really hurt yourself. Just enough to where we can fill it full of the paste that we've made.
All right. So is this going to be good to put it in with? Do you want a spoon? Or
I think that's perfect.
This is good?
That should work.
Okay.
And it's
this alone is just like delightful. You could
Right.
put this on cardboard and
Right.
eat it. It's just so good.
We're just giving a little
All right,
extra
look
help.
at that meat. That's beautiful.
Right,
Okay.
there you go. So-
Work your magic.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be caked on there because
Okay.
it's good to get this as back to closed as you can so it cooks evenly.
Sure, so if you ever feel it, it's hard to get that in there. Now,
Right.
have you ever, do you string wrap this or you just kind of let it do its thing?
Just let it do its thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I was telling Billy, you know, I've done tenderloins, beef tenderloins, and sometimes, just like with this kind of meat, one end is larger than the other.
Right.
And as a tip, when you have a pork loin, a beef loin, or a backstrap loin from venison, you can always tuck this tail in, tie it. That way you get a more consistent, you know, kind of thickness.
Right.
This one's really good, but just a great tip. Tuck it in.
Absolutely.
Then let her go.
So
Are you ready?
Yes, so you kind of want to close this at the same time as you're about to place it on your bacon.
Okay.
Just because, like you can already see, it's
You know, this is a little magic
getting a little
going on
messy,
here.
but
That's okay.
you've got
The
your
messier
bacon
the
shell
better.
to hide all the
There you go, to hide all the messiness.
the debris. Yes. So
All right.
do you want me to lift this up?
Why don't you, is that easiest?
Yes.
All right.
Go ahead.
Then I'm going to do that right there.
That's perfect.
Okay.
I would say this is one of the most important parts. You don't want to put the backstrap in the dead middle because we're going to roll this.
Okay,
to
you're
make
gonna
sure that the
roll it
bacon's
as
tight.
one unit.
Right.
That's
if
very
that
good.
bacon's on there tight, it's not going to really cook well.
That's right.
So about, I would say, if you're 1 here, you're 10 here, somewhere around 3 and 4.
That's great.
So that, do you want to do this?
I'm going to do it with you.
Okay.
Can I start down here?
Start
and you
here.
there?
Start
Okay.
here and go down because of where you placed your bacon. Each one's going to continue
Oh,
overlapping
that's right,
itself.
because I shingled them that way.
Right. There you
All
go.
right, so we're going to start doing this. You can see the magic start to happen here.
That's it.
And again, this technique you can use on other meats as well, but this venison is truly beautiful.
Hold on, we've got some seasoning. We want to
here
go
we
ahead and
go.
use that
Yes.
first before we roll,
Okay,
so
we
that it's
both
not
have-
just along the top.
All right, so seasoning, this is a family recipe. We call it Papa Tony's steak seasoning.
Yes. It goes on
Yeah.
everything.
We don't give out the recipe for that.
Right.
So,
If the best you can do is salt, pepper, garlic,
then
you'll,
go for
you'll
it.
make it. There's
All right,
going to be no
right
shortage
here,
of
can
flavor.
I do it right here?
Yes. Go ahead and just go across the top, and this will wind up being the inside once we've rolled the tenderloin over.
That's right.
That's
So you can
perfect.
see there's a lot of different seasoning things in there. Is that plenty?
That's perfect.
Okay, it will take both of us. You
Okay,
started that
ready.
in, I'm gonna start at this one. Here we
Alrighty.
go, man. And we wanna keep it tight,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
So we're tucking as we're rolling.
Okay. You want to lift it up and bring it back to the middle? I think we're in great
I
shape.
think we're in great shape.
Yep.
Okay, friends, there is our stuffed bacon wrap.
Nothing left to
Venison.
do. A little more
Next thing to
seasoning,
do-
we're ready.
Okay, we're gonna season the top of this and take it to the grill. See you outside.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm telling you, this is the most gorgeous presentation of a piece of meat that I have ever seen, Billy.
It came out perfect.
Congratulations.
Hey, you did it.
Because, you know, as a home cook, you just never know. You know, we make mistakes all the time, but yeah, we were blessed today.
Yeah.
There's a little Papa Tony grilling karma on all of us today. So you're gonna slice this thing.
Yep.
I can hardly wait.
I'm
I know
excited
the
to see.
flavor's gonna be really good. So yeah, let's see what we did.
Smell is amazing.
The smell is divine. You know, let's put it right out here.
Oh, look at
Oh
that.
my
Oh,
goodness.
great.
All right, Billy, that's gorgeous. All right, so since I'm the only well-done meat eater in our entire family, it is me.
Boo.
So, boo me. I want that little piece right
Okay.
there for a taster, and then you have to get Grada one too.
Right.
Oh, yes. It
So
smells
if you'll
so
remember
great.
this backstrap, when we cooked it, I mean, when we prepped it, it's got a beautiful cream cheese, garlic, mushroom filling. Oh my.
You can see, I mean.
See that, look, even back in there. That is gorgeous. Now, just like with any other protein, your rarer pieces are going to be on the end that's wider, and then as you go into the more narrow. So I'm going to do this because you know this is brave for me. All right, Grada, are you ready for a little bite?
I tell you, the smell is just
it
amazing.
is divine.
Okay, Billy, this
that is
looks
beautiful.
Great.
That is absolutely beautiful. The amount of smoke. You
Oh,
almost
that
could
is
get the
so
apple.
good.
Isn't that
Oh,
good?
my
You can
gosh.
almost just get that beautiful apple. And that's what you want. You don't want the smoke to overtake it, but you want it to impact your protein, right?
It's seasoned
Oh, my
so
God.
great.
It's a little of everything.
Very good.
The red wine
Mushrooms are really, really good.
is coming through the mushrooms.
I don't get that wild
No,
deer
not
taste.
at all.
Yeah, it's great.
It's amazing. Score, man.
Yes.
Go,
Great
Billy
job.
Yes,
Hutton.
thank you.
Thanks
you.
for joining us.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for having me. I was glad I could show it to you.
Good.
And this hunting season, you'll have to let me know if you want one of these. I know where I can find you one.
I bet he does. That's right.
Sounds like a good New Year's Eve meal or something.
There you
That's
go.
right. Stick around. We're going to plate up this beautiful holiday dinner. We've got great things coming. I hope you'll stick around.
Oh, I will.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Great. Yum. All right, here I am again with Cephas, and you have brought your A-team with you.
I have.
This is Cephas Jr. How old are you, Cephas? Are you 3? I'm so happy you're here with us in the kitchen because your dad is going to help us make a great holiday dessert. So Cephas, tell us about what we're doing here.
So we're making Ghanaian peanut brittle, and it's
Excellent.
called Nkati cake.
Nkati cake.
Yes, and the Nkati is the word for the peanuts.
Right.
So, and it comes out looking like what we think of as a cake. So
I love
yes.
this. That is it. And there's really no cake to it, but I will tell you. So when you're melting sugar with water,
Right.
butter, it's pretty easy. It goes pretty quick. As we do it with nothing, just plain sugar, we want that sugar to melt. And there we go.
Yes.
Okay, so as that continues on, we will get everything ready. So when we dump this, just like traditional American peanut brittle,
Yes.
you dump it, roll it.
Right.
Okay.
Now the American peanut brittle usually has cornstarch.
That's
so
true,
it allows,
and
it allows
butter.
Yes, and butter. So it allows it to
Right.
flow. But this has none of those things. So
Two
yes,
simple ingredients.
Very simple ingredients. And something else is you can make this with a little bit of vanilla extract if you wanted to, but we're going to make it a very simple.
We're going to do it traditional
Yes,
way.
yes.
Yes, we are. All right, we're going to give the sugar a few minutes. When you come back, we're going to have this out in no time.
Right.
I cannot wait to taste it. Okay, it took a minute, but
Yes.
this sugar, this beautiful color, is what makes Nkati cake
Yes, yes.
a beautiful thing. All right, we're going to put our 2 cups of chopped peanuts in there.
And once you put it in there, we just kind of have to move a little faster.
Okay, I'm
'cause
going to
it's
hold it.
going
You
right,
stir.
Right. And Cephas, you want to look over here and see? Can you see what I'm doing?
Can you see?
I'll bring it over there, and then you can help me roll it out, okay?
You're going to roll and roll. That's great. Okay,
So it's
yeah,
already-
that is amazing. It's
already
already, I'm
getting
trying to keep
set.
it on the
Yes.
heat.
It's already getting set.
Yes.
You kind of have to move a little quicker,
Okay.
and then once we get it in,
I'm going to hold it and you're going to
Okay,
spoon
perfect.
it out. Ready?
Yes.
Here we go. You get your spatula. Okay.
perfect.
Yay!
Yes. All right. Now we've got the rolling pin here. We've kind of oiled it to
Yes.
make it go smoother, and I'm just going to gently.
Start pressing
Pressing
down.
it out.
Look at that. Okay, very cool. And it doesn't take this very
No.
long to cool off,
Right.
and then we'll cut it after
Right.
it's cool.
Well, we do need to cut it now.
Oh,
because
okay,
it'll start to
okay.
get.
Well, here, I'm going to give you a little extra
All
help
right.
there.
I'm going to set this over here,
Okay.
just like that.
Now, there's also a traditional way you cut it.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And I'll let you hold this for a second
There we go.
and see if can you look and see how I'm cutting it here.
Oh, very
We're
good.
just going to keep going up, and I can already feel it getting set, right?
That's right.
See, what did you say, Cephas?
I only got it to be there.
We're going to cut it like that so that into smaller pieces so we can have it.
I'm so intrigued by the cake
The
terminology and how we think of
Right,
it
right.
how it is such a universal word.
From here, we can go across.
We go diagonal.
Yes. And I mean, if I move any slower, it will be too hard to cut.
So this recipe also will be on the Live Green Tennessee portion of WCTE's website.
And one last cut here, and then we've got it. So we just kind of now want to let it cool down just a little bit, and we'll break it into smaller pieces.
Okay, that sounds great. Well, we have had a full day in our kitchen today, haven't we?
Yes, we
Thank
have.
you so much for joining us for
What fun.
It has been great for a holiday cooking special. The best part about the holidays is spending time with family and with friends, trying new recipes,
That's right.
Going in different places, and that difficult is not always best. You don't have to work so hard for the holidays. And we hope we've shared some of that with you today. Everything is beautiful from our kitchen, from my friends and my family to yours. We wish for you good food, good health, and beautiful tidings for the holidays. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Live Green, Tennessee.
The Livingston-Overton County Chamber of Commerce presents Christmas in the Country on the Square in Livingston. There will be carousel and Ferris wheel rides, caroling, and much more each Friday night, and an ice skating rink December 15th, 16th, and 17th at Central Park. Our small businesses are the heart of our community, so discover Livingston this holiday season. This program was made possible by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.